white man Canada or the Buffalo White? Yes. It's funny, both please.
That girl. I thought she was
Very good question. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good evening, everybody. We are so excited to be here. We're just going to warm up a little before we actually start our songs because this is our first time in this awesome auditorium, and it's big. So we just kind of want to hear what we sound like first, and then we'll get started.
Okay, good evening, everyone. It's so great to see you. I'm David Kaminsky. I'm the coordinator of music for the Marshfield Public Schools. It's wonderful to see you out there. It's especially wonderful to see this, and it's going to be even more wonderful to hear them tonight. I'm so proud of you guys for everything that you've been through to get to this point. So for us to be able to do this is just very, very special, and I'm really proud of you guys. I'm very happy to do this. So I do want to give some very necessary, I'll do it as quickly as I can because I know you want to hear the music tonight, but some very necessary thank yous. So first of all, I want to thank our school committee and our central office, Dr. Granatino and all of his staff, so for all the support that they give. I want to thank our building administrators, Principal Kennett and Dr. Smith is here, and I want to thank all of our fellow staff members throughout the district, but especially at Furnace Brook Middle School, our teaching staff, and also our non-teaching staff throughout the district. They give us a lot of support and help bring us to this moment right here. Also want to thank our fellow teachers in the music department, private lesson teachers. I want to thank our custodial staff in both buildings, throughout the district, of course, but in both buildings to make tonight's event possible. And I, of course, want to thank, tonight, I want to thank our friends at MCTV, Jonathan Grabowski and all of his crew, so graciously at such last minute notice to make the live stream possible for those who need that. So can we have a big round of applause for all those folks and all thanks so much. And then last but certainly not least, I cannot thank enough. I always say at these concerts that I could go on for 3 hours about them, but the Marshfield Friends of Music, they are an integral part of what you see and hear whenever you go to one of these concerts or any of our performances. We cannot do what we do the way that we do it without them. So how about a thunderous, well-deserved general applause to Marshfield Friends of Music. And with that, please join me in welcoming Mrs. Julie Berardi and the Furnace Brook Middle School Chorus.
Thank you very much. It's so exciting to be here tonight. It's our first concert in over 2 years. I know these kids are in elementary school, you know, the last time they performed in any kind of musical program. So we're so excited to be here. We might be a little nervous, but we're excited and we're really looking forward to singing for you. These kids have been working very hard since the beginning of the year. I want to say they've been great sports about wearing a mask and singing. I really haven't noticed that much of a difference in chorus as to what it was before because we just have great positive attitudes. We've had a really good time in the first half of the year. So we're going to sing 4 songs for you tonight. The first one is called Hello, Hello by Eric Lane Barnes.
You're here, we want you to know.
very much. Our next song is about winter. It's called The Cold Snap by Mark Hayes. I think the timing is perfect because that cold air just came in today. It's a song about winter and the cold weather and all it brings with it. This song, I want to just say that it refers to the common cold. It was written in 2016. The common cold and all the coughs and achus that accompany the winter months. Our next song is coming up in just a minute, but before that, I want to thank our accompanist tonight, Mr. Alex Borden. Thank you, Alex. Great to have you with us tonight. I would also like to thank someone who works tirelessly, not only all the time, but especially in the last 2 years to make sure our music department continues to thrive. It's been a really tough job. He's also been incredible help to me, and I'd like to express my sincere thanks and appreciation to the head of our music department, Dave Kaminsky. Thank you, Dave, wherever you are. And lastly, thanks to the parents for all your support with the music program this year, and to students for their hard work and their enthusiasm. Thanks, kids, you've been awesome. This song is about keeping a positive attitude in life. It's called Walk Through Life by Pink Zebra. so much. Great job, kids. That's awesome. So let's see. Before we finish with our last piece, I want to thank you so much for coming, and I hope you really enjoyed our program so far. We still have one more song for you. I'd like to remind the chorus kids that are on stage that after we're finished, we'll walk out that way to the cafeteria, one line at a time, to get your coats and whatever you brought with you, and the kids will meet parents and families out front in the lobby. And by the Ram statue, we ask that you leave promptly to allow for the band and the orchestra to set up and for those parents to come in. So, thank you so much. The last song that we're going to sing is one of my favorites. It's called The Song of Peace, and it's partnered with a famous round called Dona Nobis Pacem, which is Latin for grant us peace. And we wish you all peace, and thank you so much for coming tonight.
All right, how about one more hand for our accompanist, Alex Borden? Also, I want to thank Mrs. Ferrari. We look fourth would like to applaud you. So kids, why don't you applaud your folks there? I'd like to applaud you, so thank you very much. And how about one last wondrous applause for these kids? These guys are amazing. We've come to the end of this fourth performance. I can't thank you enough. So hopefully we'll be able to do that for Furnace Brook in a couple of months. And so I'll be in touch. And it's been great seeing you. So drive safe and good night, everyone. Okay, good evening, everyone. It's so wonderful to see you, and it is especially, as I said at the last concert, wonderful to see you guys here. I'm so proud of these kids for all that they've been through to make it to this moment, and I'm very happy for them that we're able to do it. So I did want to say a few very necessary thank yous. I'll do it as quickly as possible because I know we're all anxious to hear the kids play, but bear with me for a moment because, as I said, it is very necessary. I want to thank our school committee, and I want to thank our central administrators, Dr. Granatino and Dr. Martin, for all the support, the genuine support that they give us. I want to thank our building administrators, especially Principal Kemet and Dr. Smith, who's here tonight, for all the support that they give us, but our building administrators around the district, because as I always like to say, it takes the entire town to bring forth the excellence you're going to see in here tonight. I want to thank our fellow staff members, teachers throughout the district, but especially at Brook Middle School for all of their support, and our non-teaching staff as well. Really grateful for all that they've brought. I want to thank my fellow music teachers and our private lesson teachers and all of our music faculty. I want to thank our custodial staff, both here at Marshfield High School and especially at Brook Middle School for all that they do for us. I think that's it for the moment. Oh, and then there's one very, very special one. But first, can we have a big round of applause for all those folks for all the support that they give us so that we can do what we do. That's a round of applause in the front row. Very, very nice. The last, but certainly not least, and very, very important, I want to single them out. I want to thank the Marshfield Friends of Music. I always like to say that I could go on for 3 hours talking about all the things that they do for our kids. I obviously won't do that, but it's enormous. They are an integral part of our program and essential to putting things on the way that we do them. So how about a rousing round of applause for the Marshfield Friends of Music and all that they do for our children. So I want to thank the kids. I want to thank you for your support and everything you've done to get us to this point right here. And that's going to be it for the moment. We'll have a few more things to say, but I think it's time for the music. So please join me in welcoming Ms. Laura Rittarelli in the Brook Middle School 6th grade orchestra.
Good evening. We are so excited to play for you. We were just chatting, and the students were telling me their last performance was a virtual performance. So we're excited to be able to play live for you tonight. The first piece we've been working on since the very first week of September. It is going to feature a blues bass line in the cellos, and then it's going to also feature some clapping, stomping, snapping. It's a really fun one called Rhythm and Blues. you probably noticed us doing a lot of tuning. The cold weather is not good for our strings, so as soon as the cold weather hits, the strings start going on a tune, especially today. But the next song is called Simple Square Dance, and they wanted me to assure you that it's not simple. They wanted to call it Complex Square Dance. But this one has a bunch of starts and stops, so we're hoping that you don't get confused when to applaud, so we'll try to cue you on that. Simple Square Dance. This last one is a traditional Ukrainian dance, and it's going to get faster and faster and faster as we go along. It's also going to feature a sound effect in the violins where they play on the back of their bow called kolenyo. So this is a really fun one called Flirtation.
How about one more thunderous applause for these amazing performers? Well done, ladies and gentlemen, it's all you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll bear with us for just a moment, we're going to tear this apart and turn it into a band set. So it'll be just a few moments, but I promise it won't be too long. Thank you. All right, thank you very much. One last thank you. I almost forgot, but how could I? I do want to thank Jonathan Grabowski and his whole crew of wonderful people over at MCTV for, at the very last minute, making accommodations for us and live streaming these concerts on all 3 nights, and we're really grateful for that. So how about a hand for them, please? All right, well, a few more things at the end of the show, but I think we should listen to these wonderful band kids. So I'm excited about this. I'm the band director at the high school, so I'm always eager to listen to the band performances, and I'm sure you are too. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Scott Brenner and the Fernsbrook Middle School 6th grade band.
Thank you very much. Thank you all and welcome. Right, I'm sure you have been welcomed so many times, but we really do appreciate you guys making this pivot and making this change for this evening. And also, it's really cold outside, so we appreciate everyone coming out in the cold. So that song was called Sousa Times Tuesday. It was a combination of 2 John Philip Sousa marches. The first one was called High School Cadets, and the second was called The Thunderer. 2 very famous marches here. You hear a lot of them in parades. In fact, I was watching the California, Rose Bowl parade. Yes, as I get older, gray hair. I forget things. So the Rose Bowl parade was, I think, last week, and there it was. I was listening, and there's high school cadets on the Rose Bowl parade. So that was our first song. These guys have been great to work with so far. It's been a quick semester so far, and I can't believe it's already 3rd semester next week. So, sorry, 2nd semester next week, 3rd term. The next song we'll play is called Feel It Still by Portugal the Man. Thank you again for coming out tonight, and I'm glad we're here in this atmosphere, in this COVID land, but we are getting through it, and the concerts are great. So thank you so much. Here's our last song, Feel It Still. Calm down.
All right, thank you so much. I think that was worth the wait, and I'm really proud of you guys. How about one more enthusiastic round of applause for our performers tonight? Nice job. I'm going to hand for all of our directors tonight, Mrs. Ridorelli and Mr. Brenner. How about everything that they do for us? And I would like to applaud you for everything that you've brought to us, and thank you for sharing your children with us. They are absolutely wonderful. It's a blessing to be able to work with them. So that is our concert for tonight. They need to go to the warm-up spaces, collect their coats and cases, but they'll be back out front. So if you guys want to head out, I won't make you stand right by the statue in 10-degree weather, but you know, They will. They'll go get their stuff and they'll meet you soon enough and we'll be honored here. I do appreciate your patience and all that. We'll definitely be in touch and hopefully we'll do this the normal way over at Furnace Brook in May. But absolutely wonderful to be with you tonight to do all this again. So thanks so much. Have a safe drive home and we'll see you later. Take care. Good night.